Hey, welcome back. This is episode 14 of the Salesforce Agentforce Masterclass. Today, Einstein Trust Layer Deep Dive. Secure Data Masking and Toxicity Detection Architecture. Let's get into it. Here's what we're covering today. Architecture of the Einstein Trust Layer, then, dynamic PII and PHI data masking, then, secure data retrieval and consent guardrails, then, toxicity and bias detection engines, then, the Zero Retention Agreement, ZDR. Stay for the last one, it's the piece most tutorials miss. Let me explain this simply. Welcome back, family. Today we are cracking open the black box of the Einstein Trust Layer to see how Salesforce keeps your enterprise CRM data safe when communicating with external LLMs.
I've always wondered how we prevent PII like credit cards or social security numbers from leaking to public models. Is it just basic regex matching?
Think of the Einstein Trust Layer as a highly secure, ultra-intelligent border control checkpoint sitting directly between your Salesforce CRM and external large language models. When an agent requests information, this layer intercepts the payload in real time before it ever leaves the Salesforce trust boundary. It performs complex tokenization, toxicity checking, and structural validation, ensuring that only sanitized, compliant data is transmitted. For an AI architect or CTA, understanding this middleman architecture is the absolute foundation of designing secure, enterprise-grade AI applications without risking data compliance. Let's talk about how we hide your customers' sensitive data. Imagine you have a customer support case with a social security number and a credit card clear text. The trust layer doesn't just block the message, it acts like a high-speed digital Sharpie, replacing John Doe with name_1 and 4111 to 2222 with credit_card_1. This process, known as tokenization, preserves the semantic context of the sentence, so the LLM can still understand the logic, but without ever seeing the actual sensitive details. Once the LLM responds, the trust layer swaps the real values back in before showing it to your user. We know that over 80% of enterprise data is unstructured, hiding inside PDFs, emails, and images. When your Agentforce agents run Retrieval Augmented Generation or RAG, they frequently parse these files. The trust layer runs optical character recognition and text extraction pipelines to scan these uploaded documents for sensitive patterns before vectorizing them. If a customer uploads a PDF invoice containing tax IDs, the trust layer redacts those blocks dynamically, preventing accidental exposure. This ensures that even your unstructured document search remains fully compliant with global data privacy regulations like GDPR and HIPAA. Generative AI can sometimes hallucinate or, worse, generate offensive, biased, or highly inappropriate content. The trust layer deploys a dedicated toxicity classification model that acts like a polite safety referee. It evaluates both the incoming prompt from the user and the outgoing generation from the LLM, scoring them for hate speech, harassment, sexual content, and physical threats. If a response exceeds your company's toxicity threshold, the trust layer blocks it entirely, replacing it with a safe, pre-configured fallback message. This prevents your autonomous agents from ever having a brand-damaging PR disaster. The number one question CTAs get from enterprise security teams is, are our partners using our CRM data to train their models? With Salesforce, the answer is an absolute, contractually enforced no. Through deep API integrations, and legal zero-retention agreements with partners like OpenAI and Anthropic, Salesforce ensures that any data sent to their models is processed entirely in memory. It is never written to disk, never stored in log files, and never used for future model training. Once the token response is returned to Salesforce, that memory space is immediately wiped clean, preserving your complete data sovereignty. In a regulated industry, if you cannot audit your AI, you cannot deploy it. Salesforce built the Einstein Trust Layer audit trail specifically to solve this visibility challenge. Every single interaction, the raw prompt, the masked prompt, the LLM response, the toxicity scores, and the demasked output, is logged securely into a native Salesforce data object. Compliance officers can build standard Salesforce reports and dashboards to track exactly what data was masked, analyze average toxicity scores, and verify that your autonomous agents are behaving safely and ethically across your entire organization. Setting up the trust layer is incredibly straightforward and doesn't require a single line of code. From the Einstein Trust Layer setup page in Salesforce, admins can toggle specific PII categories on or off, defining exactly what fields constitute sensitive data in their business. You can choose to mask credit cards but keep names visible, or create custom masking policies using regular expressions. Once configured, these policies are instantly applied globally across all Einstein copilots, custom agents, prompt templates, and flow actions, making security a central, declarative component of your AI platform. When designing your security architecture as a CTA, remember that the Einstein Trust Layer is your primary shield, but it works best as part of a defense in-depth strategy. You must combine the trust layer with robust Salesforce sharing rules, field-level security, and transaction security policies. Ensure your Agentforce actions run in user context where possible to prevent the model from retrieving records the active user shouldn't see. By combining Salesforce's native data security model with the dynamic power of the trust layer, you create an unshakable, enterprise-grade AI solution. Alright, let's wrap up. Here are the key things to remember. The Einstein Trust Layer acts as a secure proxy between Salesforce CRM and external LLMs, ensuring absolute data privacy. Dynamic data masking tokenizes PII and PHI dynamically, rehydrating values safely only inside the Salesforce UI. Zero data retention, ZDR, guarantees that external LLM providers never store, log, or train on your proprietary data. Toxicity classification models prevent brand-damaging outputs by scanning prompts and completions in real time. If this helped, hit like, it really helps the channel. Next up, Agentforce Masterclass EP15, Conversational Guardrails, System Instructions, and Topic Boundaries. See you tomorrow.